Hi there, Firsties. I hope you all had a wonderful spring break. And to start us off this week, I just wanted to take a look at our Wonders book and introduce this week's unit, which is about insects. So stick with me. I'm going to introduce this week's unit and read this week's story, which is called Creep Low and Fly High. And we're just going to go over a few things that you're going to see while working on your Turn workbook this week. If you have any questions, remember to reach out to me on Remind or through my email. Like I mentioned before, this week we are talking about insects, and our essential question this week is, what insects do you know about, and how are they alike and different? So pause the video now and think for a moment, what bugs do I know about? What sort of insects have I seen in my yard? What sort of insects have I seen on the playground at school? Maybe what sort of insects have I seen creep into my house? And then how are those insects different from each other? How is an ant different from a butterfly? So an ant is much smaller, so insects can be different in size. Ant is all black. Butterflies usually have lots of different colors, so insects can be different with their colors. And usually butterflies have beautiful patterns on them, and you don't see much of a pattern on an ant. So different sizes, different colors, different patterns, and then they also have different features. Like a butterfly, for instance, has wings, and ants normally do not. So before we jump into our story, I want to make sure that we're familiar with a few different words. This word here is caught. And it says, a bug is caught in this web. So that's how we would use caught in a sentence. Flew. The wasp flew over to the flower. No. And this isn't like, no, I don't want to go to bed. This is no, as in I know my addition facts. Here it says, I know how to catch a bug. Laugh. That bug story made us laugh. Listen. Listen to the buzzing bees. Whir. Flies were out last night. Beautiful. The butterfly has beautiful wings. Fancy. We are wearing fancy hats. All right. And I also want to introduce some different eye patterns. When we say a letter is long, that means that the letter is saying its name. So when we say long I, we're talking about words like buy. Do you hear the I sound in buy? Or untie. Do you hear the I sound in untie? This is side, mild. Sky, tries, dry, kind, relight, right, child, and spy. So all of those words have long I sounds. So the letter up here, it says the letters I, Y, I, G, H, and I, E make the long I sound in find, fly, high, and cries. So do you see we have Y, I, E, I, G, H, I, and IE. Again, here, those all create the long I sound. Let's look at long I's in a sentence. Here we have, Dwight spied a moth by the light. So in Dwight, IGH makes the I sound. In spied, IE makes the I sound. By, Y is making the long I sound. And in light, IGH is making the long I sound. And then one more sentence. What kind is it? I asked myself. So again, we have I that makes the long I sound. I, when it's by itself, we know that that is I, like yourself that you were talking about. That also makes the long I sound. And then Y makes the long I sound in myself.
All right, firsties, let's take a look at our story. Remember, our essential question is, what insects do you know about? How are they alike and different? So remember, we talked about ants and butterflies and how they might be different. And now we're going to read this story. Think about how bugs can be different in this story. Remember that our genre of this story is a fantasy. And we call the name of stories titles. Our title here is Creep Low, Fly High. And the title of our first chapter is Bug Boasts. The sun came up over a big field. 5 bug pals met to chat and laugh. Grasshopper boasted a bit. I can hop to the top of any plant. Well, I can dash fast, bragged Ant. Listen, hummed Bee, I can buzz as I fly. And I can zip around on fancy spotted wings, smiled Ladybug. Not I, sighed Caterpillar. I just creep, creep, creep. Then he crept away. Come back, his pals wailed. But Caterpillar did not. Our next chapter is called Missing. It was time for lunch. The bugs did not see Caterpillar. He was missing. Where did he go? I think I know where he is, cried Ant. He is hiding because he feels bad. I think that's right, nodded Grasshopper. Let's find him. We can cheer him up. The two rushed away. What if he is not hiding? Asked Bee. I saw a bird when we were chatting, added Bee. It flew low in the sky. What if it caught our pal? Cried Ladybug. We must find out. Maybe we can save him. The two flew away. Our next chapter, Still a Pal. The bugs did not find Caterpillar. Many days went by. The pals were sad. Then one day they saw a beautiful bug with gold wings. Hi, I'm back, the bug called as he flew by. I wrapped up and rested. Then I popped out like this. It's me, Butterfly. I used to be Caterpillar, cried Butterfly. But you are not the same, sighed Ant. But I am still a pal, said Butterfly, and now I can flit and dip. Let's go have some fun.
All right, firsties, I hope you enjoyed that story. And this week, while you're working on your assignments, I want you to think about the different insects that you're familiar with and how they're different from one another. It might be that they're different in size, or they have different colors. Some fly and some don't. Some hop and some crawl. So bugs can be different in many different ways. Also, while you're working on your turn workbook pages, I want you to remember those spelling patterns that we went over before the story that make the long I sound. So remember, I can make the long I sound like in the word I or in the word mild. IE can also make the long I sound like in the word untie. Y can make the long I sound like in the word my or by. And finally, we also saw that IGH can make the long I sound in words like sigh or words like right. If you have any questions on any of the pages in your turn, you know that you can reach out to me through your parents, who can email me or comment on Remind, and I will also be available at 10 a.m. on Wednesday morning for a live Zoom video. So you can all join that Zoom video and bring your questions with you. If you have any questions about any of the work, please ask me then. That would be a great time to talk about questions you have in the work or maybe other things that you want to learn. I hope you're all growing your brain out there, and I look forward to seeing you all on Wednesday morning. Bye.